Well, the Miami Dolphins had a very, very, very upsetting week one. Getting blown out by the Colts. And even their offseason was a little bit whack. You know, the whole trading away Jalen Ramsey, bringing in Darren Waller, who is retired. And I mean, bringing Minka Fitzpatrick back is one thing. I think that really helps the defense, and bringing in Rasul Douglas. But the rest of the team, I mean, Matthew Judon is, I know he's superstar Devin here, but he's also very old. And I'm not sure that he is going to be, able to do anything. Now, you did draft Grant, who's got the potential to be a really good defensive tackle. Hidden Dev, that's awesome. Chop Robinson, you drafted last year. Jalen Phillips, still young. Brantley Chubb's, a player that I don't think ever really turned into the pass rusher prospect we all thought he was. But there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do on this team. So with everything, we're probably going to have a fire sale as we kind of take a look at this team. It's old. In the first order of business, as a fan, why is Quinn Ewers so bad? I think we have to start Quinn Ewers. Tua is okay, but I mean, if you look at his ratings now in Madden, he's down to a 78 superstar dev, but year 5 in the league, and he looked terrible. If he pulls it back together, maybe you keep him, but based off of week 1, based off of the injuries, the concussions, and everything we saw last year, I don't think he is the answer at quarterback. And we're going to start with maybe even trying to trade him away. All right, we are sending Tua Turndaballova to the New Orleans Saints for a 2nd, 4th, and future 7th round pick. We need to bring in draft picks. Like I said, we plan to get rid of more people even. So we need all the draft capital we can get, and we are actually going to move some other people right now. There's also been tons of speculation that not we, because I'm not a Miami fan, but that Miami's going to trade away Tyreek Hill. So we're going to go ahead and trade him away. Now, I don't think we're going to trade for another receiver. But I also don't know. I don't think anybody's trading a player for Tyreek Hill. I think where I have seen him linked to most is Pittsburgh. If they have a trade offer in here, they do. Troy Fautanu. We're going to send in the counter offer, remove Troy Fautanu, because I don't think that's what's going to happen. And we're trading Tyreek Hill to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2nd, 4th, and 7th. Very similar. Very, very similar to the Saints Tua trade. And we're also going to send Zach Seiler off. All right, and we are trading Seiler to the Panthers for a 3rd and a 7th. So that is going to end our fire sale to start the season. Not great. I'm going to kind of scour the free agency to try to bring in some backup players and some other players to try and fill some holes on this team. We definitely have holes to fill. Going to try to do that in free agency and then get into the rest of the season. All right, well, in the free agency, we brought in Treylon Burks. I know that's a little, hesitant, but he was sitting there. He's young. Maybe we develop him. I want Quinn Ewers playing, not Zach Wilson. Defensively, we brought in Jaleel Peppers and defensive tackle Bobby Brown III. Just some young, Jabril Peppers isn't younger, but he fills a hole at strong safety that Ashton Davis or Melifonwu do not fill. And Bobby Brown just plugs that defensive tackle 2 spot. Kenneth Grant can fill in DT1 and hopefully develop really well and be a great defensive tackle of the future. All right, I don't have injury off yet, but look at this injury list. Dude, injury is getting turned off. I normally turn it off. This rebuild, I was like, you know what? We're going to try it. I'm not going to turn it off. We're going to go back and try it. That is ridiculous, dude. And I use Matt 10's injury sliders and stuff like that. So normally you would think, hey, maybe they're not, maybe it's going to be better. Maybe it's going to be turned down. No, it's not. They're terrible. And we're 2-5 at the midseason with all that talent out. Now, we're not even really out of it. See what Quinn Ewers has been doing. Not the best. Solid work out of Cam Ward. Achane doing pretty good. Not a lot of touchdowns, though. Receiving Westbrook Akina. Not Akina Westbrook. Westbrook Akina leading the way. Sack numbers don't look terrible, honestly. Defensively, Jordan Brooks leading the way in tackles. Bradley Chubb in TFLs and Bradley Chubb in sacks with 7, but not terrible numbers. How do the interceptions look? We're going to be a bad team this year, and I'm okay with that. We have got tons of draft capital that we brought in. We obviously need to fix the offensive line as Patrick Paul is hurt. Ewers still playing bad. The receivers don't look terrible. Defensively, we still don't know Kenneth Grant's. It brought in and Bobby Brown's hurt. Kenneth Grant, still don't know his dev trait yet. Hopefully we find that out soon. It is not looking good for us. Now, who do we have to re-sign? Jalen Phillips. We'll re-sign him. We'll give him a 3-year. I don't know that we'll keep him for much longer. Jabril Peppers, I'm not paying you $4 million, I'm not paying you that much. Kader Kohu, maybe. I think we let all these guys, we just let the season play out. I don't even know if I should have re-signed Kader Kohu. And 4-13. What a lovely year. Bottom of the league and everything. That is okay. We wanted to lose. Quinn Ewers looked terrible. Achane was pretty good. 8 touchdowns. Akina Westbrook led the way in receiving something. Our O-line wasn't really bad all around, but nobody was terrible. Jordan Brooks led the way in tackles. Bradley Chubb in TFLs. Jalen Phillips in sacks with 17. We just re-signed him. Maybe he gets a dev trade upgrade. That would be awesome. 16 sacks for Bradley Chubb. Our pass rushers look pretty good. 3 picks for Rasul Douglas, 2 for Jabril Peppers, 2 for Melifonwu, 1 for Jack Jones, 1 for Ashton Davis. We don't have a lot of cap either. Maybe we get a bump, but see, they've drafted young. Patrick Paul, fairly young. Savanaya, young. Brewer, young. Jackson, but still going to try to replace that O-line. Quinn Ewers is just playing terrible. We're going to have to draft a quarterback. Defense, it's not bad. It's not terrible. Kenneth Grant, star dev, not hidden dev. Of course he's hidden dev. But we've got some stuff to do. We've got a lot to do as we just go ahead and simulate to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts wins the Joe Burrow Award. Coach of the Year. Liam Cohen. Duval. We're not going to be on any of these lists. Jalen Phillips on the Defensive Player of the Year list, but outside of that, I do not have a lot of faith. I'm sure Kenneth Grant made Rookie of the Year list, but we are not going to. We're not going to be on here. Like I said, a couple people, but we're not winning any awards by any means, and by any stretch of the imagination. The best defensive lineman Jalen Phillips is at 7, but we're just Benjamin St. Juste, best DB. Washington made a mistake. Best kicker, not even on that list. It is terrible. Let's just cross our fingers and hope we got a dev trade out of somebody. Maybe. Nothing on offense. Defensively, it looks like we didn't get any dev trades. We actually lost one from Minkah Fitzpatrick. And everybody else stays the same. I was really hoping Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb. 16 sacks, 17 sacks. I feel like that should be a dev trait. I guess I was wrong. And the Philadelphia Eagles win a 2nd Super Bowl in a row. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. But the Eagles win. Jalen Hurts winning another Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, we're in the re-sign period now, and we have $11 million. We're not re-signing anybody. I'm hoping and praying that we get a bump. Oh man, we're not going to be able to sign anybody. All right, well, we're at the draft. I forgot to look at the mock drafts. I have no idea. We have pick 4. Let's take a look at what the quarterbacks look like. That guy's terrible. If Everett Kopp is there, we have to take him. There's a great running back. Receiver, there's 2 good receivers. Maybe we go after a tackle. It might be a tackle. Let's Let's see if the quarterback goes. Tackle went. Tackle went. Is this going to be tackle or quarterback? That's running back. I think we have to pick the quarterback here. I think we have to take the quarterback. Everett Kopp, we need quarterback. Terrible. He's technically he's a scrambler, but he's got elite throw power. He's not even really that fast. He looks more like an improviser to me. Ranked at 45, hidden dev trait. You got your new starting quarterback. All right, we're in round 2. And there's a receiver here that is a round 1 talent. Looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and take him. We need some receivers. Ranked at 11, hidden dev. What a pick. All right, taking a Mike linebacker. You know, maybe we should look offensive line, but gonna go here, normal dev. Don't want to just skip out on the defensive side of the ball. And we do have another pick here in the 3rd. I mean, this guy looks like he can be moved to center. 6'2", 303. Looks really good. Nicholas Peterson. Give me a hidden dev. We got one. You know, maybe we go with another offensive lineman. This guy could be moved out to... He doesn't look like he would... I mean... He looks good. We're going to go with another hidden dev. Dennis McGowan. Or not hidden dev, but another guard. And he is hidden dev. All right, this is a defensive tackle. Justin Lopez looks really good. Elite speed, elite jumping, great acceleration. Looks pretty good. Ranked at 102. Hidden dev. Another hidden dev player. And well, taking a look at the draft recap, I think we did really, really good. Hidden dev quarterback, 74 overall. Gonna take over immediately. Hidden dev receiver, 77 overall. Normal dev Mike linebacker. Hidden dev guard. Hidden dev guard. Hidden dev defensive tackle. Some late day normal dev players that are all developmental, but still crushed it for the first 4 rounds. Very happy with the way the draft went. We got to get these guys plugged in and get into year 2. And as we get ready to go into year 2, we're going to take a look at the lineup. Of course, we have the rookies all over. It's starting with Kopp, Peterson, McGowan, and even Blackburn at the receiver position. Yeah, there's a lot of really good players. You know, we still need the offensive line to get better, but we have brought in 2 hidden dev players that can develop and maybe, be really good. I think they both can. The quarterback, obviously, I think will be great. Blackburn can be great, already up to a 79 overall, kind of our highest graded rookie so far. Got the rookie defensive tackle in Lopez. We're going to actually bump Chop Robinson up to that DT3 spot. See if he can do something there. We need some help in the cornerback position. Next year is going to be probably solely a defensive draft outside of the tight end position, which we might draft that early. We'll have to see. We really need one. But, I expect some development this year. I'd like to see maybe a little bit better. If we're really in the same position, though, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Give me better draft picks and some more salary cap. And 2 and 5, right at the same spot we were last year. I am curious if we have more money. We do have more money. Now we have more players to sign like Devon Achane. We're not going to let him go anywhere. He is going to stay. Player like that you keep around. Minka Fitzpatrick is a player we're going to let go. I know he's a 92 overall. 29, though. I just don't want to overpay a 29-year-old. It's how I feel about all these players. We're just going to let them all walk and try to replace them in the draft. Focus scouting, we are going to keep it on tackle. I do want to have the ability to replace our tackles if they do not develop, and I'm not too sure they are going to as we take a look. See if we know any dev traits. Kopp is superstar dev. McGowan is superstar dev. Peterson star. Blackburn star. But 2 huge dev traits on the offensive side of the ball. You love nothing more. A superstar dev tackle is awesome. Defensively, we don't know Lopez's dev trait yet, but he is going to continue to develop. Hopefully can start looking pretty good, and that's the only defensive dev trait we've had. All right, well, Kopp looks great. 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Not a great completion percentage, but 0 interceptions is awesome. Rushing, Achane leading the way, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, we figured he'd lead the way. He is the lead back. Cobb running the ball a decent amount. Receiving, Jalen Waddle leading the way, 340, 6 touchdowns. Westbrook Akina's not looking terrible. Blackburn, 199 and a touchdown. Hopefully, he picks that up. Our sack numbers, Patrick Paul leading the way with 5, but not terrible numbers. I like it so far. Jordan Brooks leading the way in tackles. Jalen Phillips in TFLs, and Bradley Chubbs in sacks with 5.5. I hope our sack numbers do pick up. We have 5 sacks this year, or 5 interceptions this year. It's close to last year at midseason. I think we only had 4. That is an improvement, and we take the small improvements around here. We're probably way down. Yeah, we're all the way down at the 15 seed. That is okay. We are just going to go ahead and continue to simulate to the end of the season and look to improve again next offseason. And 7-10 is an improvement, especially with the money we have. Now, we still did finish bottom of the division and at the 13 seed. But, I'm not drastically upset with that. I do wonder how the team's playing, what the overalls are looking like. Kopp already playing up to an 81. McGowan already up to an 80. Peterson already up to a 77. Blackburn up to an 81 already. It's killer. Defensively, Lopez, star dev, but playing up to a 79. Kopp, not terrible. A little bit of a fall off. I mean, kept the touchdowns on pace. 25 touchdowns. 7 interceptions. Not terrible. 3,000 yards we do need to bump up. Rushing, Achane. 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Receiving, Jalen Waddle leading the way. Blackburn is not going to have enough to be in the race for Rookie of the Year, I don't think. How do those blocking numbers look? Patrick Paul was terrible. McGowan not great either. Hopefully he doesn't lose his dev trait. Defensively, Jordan Brooks led the way in tackles. Jalen Phillips in TFLs, and our sack numbers took a drastic hit this year. Interception-wise, we had some. I don't know if it was more than last year or not, but we plan to continue to improve. That is the whole goal of this. Continuous improvement, and with another offseason, I think we're going to be maybe a 9 to 10 win team next year as Philadelphia is back in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow hasn't won the award yet. It's crazy because normally he does. We're not going to be in any of those races, though. Or the Offensive Player of the Year, I highly doubt. Defensive Player of the Year, I highly doubt it this year as well. Offensive Rookie, we are 2nd and 5th, sadly. Defensive Rookie, we're probably not. I mean, Lopez is down there at 6, but, whatever. Kopp makes the list for best quarterback. Running back, I'm going to think that Achane isn't on the list. Receiver, not there. Offensive lineman, not going to be there. Not on the defensive lineman list. Linebacker, Brooks at 2. Defensive back, no one in sight. And best kicker, not there either. It is time to see if Philadelphia is going to win a 3rd straight Super Bowl. I hope not. It says we only have 14 mil in salary cap, which is kind of concerning. And the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen stopped the streak. Philadelphia, we didn't lose any on offense. That's a plus. We are in a good spot. I didn't want the tackle to lose his dev trait. Defensively, we didn't gain any, but, actually we did. Trader goes up. That's a nice touch. Everybody else stays the same. And again, we're not going to re-sign anybody. We're going to let everybody go, I think. I don't see the point in re-signing any of these guys. We're going to look to get better in the free agency and draft. All right, these are our targets. We have the money. Even after all this, we will still have 97 mil. So we are going to go ahead and see who we get. And everybody but the long snapper so far. And we are going to go ahead and tie up the long snapper. I don't know why I was trying to say it like that. Kicker, punter, long snapper, Mike linebacker, Zay Flowers. We've got 3 great receivers now. I mean, we're good. We're in a great spot. I think we are in a perfect spot, really. Now we can focus defense in the draft. All right, well, we're at the draft. We have pick 10. It's time to get to it. Do I know what we're going to take here? No. I think this has got to be our pick. We definitely need corner. It says we don't. We definitely need corner, so we're going to go ahead and take corner. Cam Woods, round 1, ranked at 15, got him at 10. Normal dev. That is brutal. Gonna take a pass coverage guy here. This is a little off. I don't normally do this here, but we're gonna do it. We need linebacker. Ranked at 93. Hidden depth. Round 1 to 2 talent looks pretty good. Looks like a guy that's gonna play safety for us. Ranked at 28. Normal depth. And that's kind of tough. You know what? I'm gonna go with RJ Pearman. He's around 2 to 3 talent. There could be some better guys here, but I like the height. I like the elite strength. He is only normal dev, but it is okay. All right, defensive tackle here. Another potentially undrafted guy, but looks really good. Ranked at 29. Hidden dev. Another hidden dev defensive tackle to add to the group. All right, well, we made it to the draft. We had a pile of picks, and we did get some good players. Even though not a lot of hidden devs, which is actually really unfortunate, we still did get a lot of good players. I'm not going to sit here and talk like we got the best. A lot of late day guys that weren't terrible. You know, Gilmore, 73 overall, hidden dev defensive or offensive lineman that I honestly think by the size of him, by the look of him, I think we're going to move him to left tackle. And Patrick Paul is going to get benched just because lack of dev trait. We want somebody that's going to be better. And, you know, we've got some other guys and players we can move all around. I mean, we've just filled this roster full of talent that can develop, and especially on the defensive side of the ball. And before we hop into year 3, we're going to take a look at the roster. Still missing the tight end spot. The tight ends that draft weren't great. We have 3 other great receivers, a great running back, another hidden dev running back that we're gonna bump up. Yeah, the offensive line looks way better. Quarterback Cop looks good. Waddle, Flowers, Blackburn. Got playmakers everywhere. Defensively, Pearman's only 2 overall behind Trader, but he is a scheme fit, and he's a rookie. So we are going to take our chances. Chamberlain's going to get the start. Woods is going to get the start, Cam Woods. And we have Hall here as the defensive tackle 3. Looks really good. We have, and Schaub, not even, as well, the will linebacker. So we have some good players in place that I think can really, you know, make this team a lot better. We're just going to hope that this year we win some games. And I said all that for us to be 0-6. Wow, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Everett Kopp's not turning the ball over. Not really throwing the ball a lot, though. Rushing, decent. Receiving, slacking. Gallimore's leading the way in sacks, but outside of that, we're doing pretty good. Defensively, Sanders leading the way in tackles. Jalen Phillips in TFLs and Jalen Phillips in sacks. Bradley Chubb kind of fell off there. That's sad. 2 picks for Philip McCutcheon, the Mike linebacker. None for anybody else. I mean, that's kind of a real bummer. I don't understand why we're losing so many games or losing every game. Gallimore's also superstar dev. 2 superstar dev tackles in 2 years is incredible. We've drafted three superstars on this offense. A star dev guy. We're missing a tight end. Maybe that's what we need. We don't know Schaub or Hall's dev trait yet. Chamberlain and Pearman, well, neither one of them are playing up. We've just got to keep going, man. We've got to hope that we can turn this around. We have our national focus scouting, who I forgot to change. I really don't want to do this, but we're not going to get a boost. It's not going to be on their expertise, but we're going to put it on corner, try to get as much knowledge as we can in that. Big mistake by me there. Gonna re-sign Chop Robinson because I think we're going to need him. Soon. James Daniel can go. Jalen Wright can go. Patrick Paul can go. Bradley Chubb. All those guys can go. We're going to take our 122 to the free agency when we have the opportunity. And we're going to continue on and try to get to the end of year 3 where hopefully we can start winning some games. This team better. All right, well, Washington wins the Super Bowl. I thought I had everything unpaused, but I had my recording paused when I went through the award winners. We had best kicker. That was about it. We were on the list for a lot of other stuff, but didn't quite get the awards. Andrew Van Ginkel winning the Super Bowl MVP. I went through the team and the dev traits, but again, it wasn't recording, so we'll go through it again. No dev traits on offense, but Bush is Roman Bush. See any kin to Reggie Bush. But he's a superstar dev running back. McGowan, the 2 superstar dev tackles is awesome. The offensive line is going to look completely different next year. Zay Flowers, Blackburn playing up to an 87 overall already. Kopp playing up to a 91. It's great. We're going to start winning soon. Defensively, Pierman went up in dev trait. Marshall went up in dev trait, but he went up earlier. And everybody's playing up. Everybody looks good. I'm very content. I'm upset we missed out on a dev trait with Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb as they dominated in the pass rush department. And we're going to accept Kenneth Grant's option. But I think everybody else can go to the free agency, really. Bradley Chubb is... Yeah, he's going to the free agency. We need to replace right edge. All right, well, we have the money, so we're going to try to spend it. Terrian Arnold, Edgerrin Cooper, and Cooper Beebe, all trying to bring them onto the squad. Let's see if we get them. We get Terrian Arnold and Edgerrin Cooper. Cooper Beebe's still holding out. Why are you holding out so much there, buddy? And he signs anyway, so, we'll shuffle the offensive line around. We bring in a dynamic Mike linebacker that is a superstar dev, and a corner that is superstar dev. Might not be a scheme fit, but he is going to be a great addition. All right, well, we are at the draft. We have pick 9. Didn't mean to do that. I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to do. We're going to see how the board falls. All right, well, we're going to take Javier Gabriel, a speed rusher. Looks pretty good. I'm hoping he's hidden dev, ranked at 25. Normal dev. That was terrible. All right, taking a corner. He's a zone guy, but number 1 in 40, 437. Looks pretty decent, ranked at 62. Not a great value, but a hidden dev. So there we go. Again, I am not sure why it says we need a receiver. And here we're going to take the tight end. Zaire Smith looks pretty good. Please give me a hidden dev. Ranked at 78. Normal dev. Oh, you need a receiver. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we do draft a guy. Levi Whitfield. 424 speed, round 1 projection. What are you going to look like? Hidden dev, 99 speed. Why not? Bring that Tyreek Hill type speed back. Another tight end with elite strength this time. Good speed. Hey, the first guy that's a little bit better value. I'm irritated, so I'm getting out. All right, well, where I want to be angry about our draft, it still really wasn't bad. Gabriel, 76 overall. J.D. Trent, 74 overall. Zaire Smith, 73 overall. Even got a tackle late in the 7th. DJ Smith, 73 overall. All right, well, we're getting ready for year 4. We're getting in a window where we need to win immediately. This is what the team looks like. I think we're in a really good position. Good quarterback, good receivers, decent O-line. Gallimore will continue to develop, as will McGowan, hopefully. They are superstar dev. Smith is our starting tight end. We need to get better there. Defensively, I think we're really, really good. I am so stoked about our defense. We've got some really, really good playmakers, good corners, good safeties, good linebackers, edge rushers, good defensive line. I think we're in a really great spot. We are 3-4. Now, we're not super far out. We got players to re-sign. We'll start there. Jalen Waddle is the start. And I think we give him a little bit of money. Why not? Keep him as a Dolphin. Jason Marshall, okay. Dante Trader, probably not. Jason Marshall, probably not. Kader Kohu, probably. Jonah Savanaya. Maybe we keep. We'll try to replace him in the draft. Should have done it this past year, but I just don't see a need to keep any of these guys. So we are going to let them go. Our national focus scouting, as said, it is going to be on the edge rusher. And I'm probably going to do this, and our edge numbers are going to be great. We're going to hope Chop Robinson picked right up where Bradley Chubb left off. So we take a look at our dev traits, if we have any. Of course, we have Whitfield on offense, but not worried about that right now. The rest of the offense looks good. Developing. Defensively, we had Trent and Franklin as dev traits. We're not going to know them because they're not starting. I think we should be way better than what we are. We might have to change dev traits. As Everett Kopp looks really good, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Rushing, Devon Achane, 577, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 536, 5 touchdowns so far. Really killing it. Blocking. What do our sack numbers look like? Not a lot of sacks. We look really good this year. Defensively, Edgerrin Cooper leading the way in tackles. Jalen Phillips in TFLs and Jalen Phillips in sacks. Sack numbers have dropped off, but they looked like that last year at the midseason. Cam Woods with 2 picks, Terry Arnold with 2 picks, and Dante Trader with 1. Well, we just got to keep winning games, try to see if we can make it into the playoffs, and hope that we do. And we just missed out on the playoffs. We were literally tied with the Browns, and they beat us week 18, 19-17. I changed playbooks. I don't think it did anything. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, everything stayed the same. I don't know if playbooks mean anything. Zay Flowers 1,100 yards, though. That's nice. And our sacks got way worse from the midseason. Somehow, in the first 8 games, Junior Gallimore gave up 3 sacks. In the last 8, he gave up 15. That's, or however many. 14. Edgerrin Cooper led the way in tackles. Jalen Phillips in TFLs. Jalen Phillips in sacks. Chop Robinson not quite having the years that Bradley Chubb did. Terry Arnold, 3 picks. Cam Woods with 2, same amount he had at the midseason. Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP, Coach of the Year, not going to be on that list. What a face. Offensive Player of the Year, we have nobody on the list. Defensive Player of the Year, nobody on the... Oh, no, we do. Jalen Phillips at 6. Offensive Rookie, where is our guy? Smith is at 9. Defensive Rookie, nobody on the list, but our guys didn't play. Best quarterback, Cop at 5. Best running back, Achane at 9. Best wide receiver, not on the list. Best offensive lineman, not there. Actually, BB is at 9. Best defensive lineman, Jalen Phillips at 7. Best linebacker, not on the list. Best defensive back, Terry Arnold at 7. And best kicker, Will Reichard at 4. Did we get any dev traits? I would love a dev trait from somebody on the offensive side of the football, and we got none. Was just hoping. Defensively, yeah, we got no dev traits either. Everybody stays the same. That is what it is. And the Pittsburgh Steelers and Brandon Parks win the Super Bowl 21-10. Brandon Parks winning that Super Bowl MVP. As far as re-signing players, we are going to accept Copp's 5th-year option. I mean, Marshall's going, Trader's going. Jalen Phillips, I think he goes. Maybe we check and see if we can re-sign him in the free agency if we can't find anybody better. All right, these are our targets for the free agency. Hopefully we get them. We get Jalen Phillips and Carrington Valentine. Joe Tooney, we need you to go ahead and sign on too. You do. Upgrades. All right, well, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and we got some trade offers for Jalen Phillips. We're going to take this one from the Cardinals. Will Johnson, welcome to the team. So we should still have like a top 15-ish pick. Where are we at? 13. It's kind of what I figured. There's a ton of tight ends that are around 1 or 2. All right, we're going to take Luke Swartzen. A tight end. I mean, we're filling a tight end spot. Ranked to 26. Hindev. There we go. Taking a guard, round 1 to 2 talent. Sheldon Rodriguez, ranked to 27. Normal depth. That one's rough. All right, Bobby Knox actually looks like the best edge rusher on the board, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and take a swing at him. Rated at ranked at 106. Normal depth. All right, well, I'd say we had a pretty good draft. Before we started going after edge rushers. But a hidden dev 75 overall tight end is going to see the field immediately. Right guard, that's 75 overall. A hidden dev left guard, that will see the field immediately. And, we're ready for year 5. Well, this is year 5. I'm hoping we don't have to, dip into a year 6 and to try to get a Super Bowl. Because I think this team is stacked. We are in a really good spot. Quarterback is there. Cop is good. Achane, Flowers, Blackburn, Jalen Waddle, Swartzen, the rookie tight end. The offensive line still looks good. I'm not upset with it. Defense looks good. Pass rusher, we probably could be better. But we have defensive backs. We have a good defensive line. And good linebackers. So I feel like we can definitely win games We've just got to get into it and hope we actually start winning some of these. And we're 2-5. Why are we not winning games, dude? I've changed the playbooks. We're throwing the ball a lot. Achane not really running a lot, but that's probably because the current playbook. Jalen Waddle, Zay Flowers, Blackburn, both killing it. Blocking numbers look pretty good. They could be better, but Edgerrin Cooper leading the way in tackles. Chop Robinson and TFLs. Our sack numbers have definitely taken a large fall, and we have 0 interceptions. We have such a good defensive back room, dude. Let's win some games. Players to re-sign, yeah, we could probably go through. I mean, none of them we really have to pay a whole lot, like Dennis McGowan, Eli Blackburn, Kenneth Grant, Lopez, and McCutcheon we're paying, and Peterson. Let's go through it. McGowan, we pay. He stays. Blackburn, we pay. He stays. That was weird. Lopez, we pay. He stays. I'm only doing this in case we have to go into a year 6. Ooh, Kenneth Grant may actually go. Because Nicholas Peterson is far more important. All right, we'll sign him. McCutcheon, I don't think we need, to be honest with you. So Kenneth Grant wants too much money. Maybe McCutcheon does stay. Yeah, he's going to stay. We just try to replace Kenneth Grant if we have to. If we plan on taking it that far, which, again, my hope is that we can win a Super Bowl this year. We've got to start winning games. I don't understand why we don't win. We have so many good players everywhere. We're going to go for another playbook change, and we're going to hope that it results in us winning some games, to be honest. I get our defense. We need some pass rushers, but the rest of the defense is good enough that we should be winning. And we go 7-10. We're a higher overall than Buffalo. I don't know what to do. We're a higher overall than Buffalo. Look at the year our players had. Look at Cobb. And we're the 14th seed? 14? Give me a break. I've changed playbooks. I did everything. Cobb, 4,700 yards, 42 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Achane, because of the playbook, his yards didn't pop, but 15 touchdowns is crazy. 3,000-yard receivers is insane. Blocking numbers were probably terrible, of course, like always in Madden. Defensively, Edgerrin Cooper led the team and the league in tackles. Chop Robinson and TFLs. Chop Robinson and sacks. I mean, sack numbers weren't terrible. 3 picks for Terry and Arnold, 1 for Geo Chamberlain, 0 outside of that. Just no picks. And Green Bay's in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens. Josh Allen winning MVP, Cop at 4, even though he led the league in yards and touchdowns. Not going to be Coach of the Year. Offensive player, Blackburn at 5, Cop at 8. Defensive player of the year, nobody on the list. Offensive rookie, Swartzen at 4. Defensive rookie, nobody on the list. Best quarterback, Cop at 3. Best running back, Achane at 9. Best receiver, Blackburn at 4. Best offensive lineman, not on the list. Best defensive lineman, not on the list. Best linebacker, Cooper at 6. Best defensive back, Terry Arnold is at 8. And best kicker, we are not Reichard at 10, actually. So we do make the list for some stuff. Looks like we have a lot more cap than we actually do as we go to the end of simulate this Super Bowl. And the Packers won the Super Bowl. Let's 34-17. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP was. It was Jordan Love. Cop goes up to Superstar, X Factor. Blackburn goes up to Superstar. Swartzen is Superstar. I don't know if he was, but he is now. So that is something. Stoudemire, Star Dev. What more do you do? Edgerrin Cooper goes up to Superstar, X Factor. Everybody else. Oh, actually, Gabriel goes up to Star Dev. I like that. Everybody else stays the same. All right, well, we are at the draft. Pick 6 at 7 and 10 is crazy, dude. We're going to go Rob Goldman. Our offense is good, 90 overall. Rob Goldman, not good. There's a defensive tackle we're going to take. He's far down this board, but he's a top 5 talent. He's a nose tackle. He is going to replace our Kenneth Grant. Roosevelt Johnson, top 5 talent, ranked at 3, and normal dev, just as you thought. And we get a hidden dev, left guard, and Bryce McCann. And looking at the draft recap, Roosevelt Johnson is a 79 overall. Normal dev, same with Goldman being a normal dev. McCann, hidden dev though, so we do get a hidden dev, and a couple other players. I'm going to assume all normal dev. I've got out of it. I just hope that we can win here in year 6. We've got to try to... We haven't even had a playoff victory yet. The team looks good. I don't know if we lose this year, if we are not winning games, the Madden's rigged. That's just what it is. We could get better at strong safety. You could say a lot of things. And we finally have a winning record at the midseason. 4-3. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's really close to 500. And it is. But we're throwing a lot. We're scoring a lot. Everett Kopp, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,900 yards. Rushing numbers don't look great. Touchdowns are. But, again, playbook dependent. Receiving numbers are great. Blocking numbers don't look great. A superstar dev tackle's just going to let you down every time. Edgerrin Cooper leading the team in tackles. Chop Robinson in TFLs. Chop Robinson in sacks. Hopefully we can take a jump in sacks. Only 2 interceptions. That's terrible. They ought to all have morale boost, or most have morale boost. It's crazy that Jalen Waddle is our 3rd best receiver. Blackburn is incredible, and it looks like Whitfield is developing. Running back, every running back we have has a dev trait. The offensive line looks good. Swartzen is developing. Defensively, everybody's playing up here too, outside of the safeties and linebackers. Actually, a lot of people aren't playing up, but I think we're doing pretty good. Dude, shout out to Will Johnson. Incredible week 1. Now, they did play the Saints, but incredible week 1. So we just keep pushing towards the playoffs. Hopefully we can make it this year. And we finally make the playoffs. Now, we did just lose the last week against the Bengals and have to play them in the wild card. But we are a 90 overall. It took this long for us to get into the playoffs. As the only quarterback with better passing stats than us is Joe Burrow of the Bengals. Everett Kopp, though, 4,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Rushing, Achane didn't kill it, but 12 touchdowns is good. Receiving, 2,000-yard receivers. Jalen Waddle was right there. Tight end killed it. Blocking, it looks like a superstar dev left tackle giving up 23 sacks is ridiculous. Fix this, Madden. Defensively, Edgerrin Cooper led the way in tackles. Chop Robinson at TFLs. Those sack numbers look a lot better. 2 players with double digit, 1 at 9, 1 at 8.5. I'll take that every day of the week. Not great interception numbers. Oh, I am so tired of... This game's so playbook dependent. It's ridiculous. Maybe if we would have changed the playbook earlier, Kopp playing up to a 99 overall. The rest of the team is playing up. Looks great. Outside of Gallimore, who looks like he should never play left tackle again. The defense, Edgerrin Cooper looks great. The defense actually looks really good. Everybody is in the 80s. We just have to hop into this game, see if we can take down Cincinnati now. Beating a team 2 times in a row, back-to-back weeks it's a tough task and a tough ask in the NFL. Why is 70 all the way? Why is he returning kicks as we go to the end of the game? I mean, what? We score though. Our defense. Okay, offense. How about there we go. Look at this. 14 to 14, 21 to 14. I was about to say 4. All right, let's slow it down. Let me slow this down. 31 to 28. Can our defense do something? 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5, 4th and 1. They're going to kick a field goal. We have less than 5 minutes to go. We are closing in on field goal range as it looks like we are in field goal range. And we are driving a minute left, taking our time and scoring a touchdown's kind of brave there with 37 seconds left as Joe Burrow's going to get sacked. And then why are they running the ball? They're running the clock out with, down a touchdown. That's insane. We do win though. Cop 394, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Not great rushing yards from either team. Zay Flowers 202 receiving yards. They had some great receivers as well. Eli Blackman 144 and 2 touchdowns as well. Defensively, what kind of sack numbers did we have? Shamar Stewart actually killed it. Chop Robinson a sack and a half. Peter Hall with the sack. Edrin Cooper with the sack. Justin Lopez with the sack. Gio Chamberlain with a half a sack. No interceptions. No turnovers from either quarterback. In the second round of the playoffs, we're going to play Kansas City Chiefs. Nothing to do other than hop in. We're not going to have injuries. We turned injuries off because, as y'all saw year one, we were incredibly injured for no reason. Oh, and we got a snow game here in Kansas City. At 70 is back there for kick returns, which is terrible. We score fast, though, and we keep scoring. I said that and we stopped. Okay, 21-3. We're out to a big lead to start at halftime. 21-10 is the lead. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the... Whoa. Let's hop in and play the full game here. As there's a minute 35 left, we're up by 6. Cop wearing 0. Look at that. Oh, Achane with the first down. Do they have any timeouts? It doesn't look like they do. Where is the tempo adjustment? We are going to go to chew clock. We are going to hit them with the kneel. They are out of timeouts. This should wrap it up at 1st and 10. Giving us the win in the divisional round. And it does. 0's on the clock. That's a win in Kansas City. In a snow game, beating the allegations that Miami can't play in the snow. Cop, 276, 3 touchdowns. Love it. Achane, playing pretty good. Receiving, Zay Flowers killed it. 102 and a touchdown. What kind of sacks did we have? Do we have any? Peter Hall with 2. Justin Lopez with 1. Cam Woods with 1. Or Cam Woods with a half a sack. Javier Gabriel with a half a sack. 0 interceptions. Both quarterback played pretty well. And now we have a divisional opponent in the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be a tough one. They are a high-scoring offense, but so are we. All right, we are in Buffalo at Highmark Stadium. It is time for us to take on the Buffalo Bills. All right, we are going to jump to the end of the game. Hope that our offense can produce as we put up 3 there. Our defense looks pretty good here. 3-3. 10-3. 17-3. Our offense shutting down Buffalo, or our defense shutting down Buffalo. 20-10. Let's take it slow. Oh, we have the ball. This should be game over. And it is. We take down Buffalo. I believe in the AFC Championship. I don't know. I've lost count. Not a great quarterback game. This was a defensive matchup. Josh Allen and, for some reason, our backup tight end with rushing touchdowns. No receiving touchdowns. Defensively, what did we look like sack-wise? Peter Hall, 2 sacks. Chop Robinson, a sack and a half. And Javier Gabriel with a sack. And an interception for Will Johnson and Nick Shelton. Well, I didn't realize, I didn't record any of that where I went over the roster, dev traits, whatever. Edrin Cooper lost his dev trait. Blackburn went up to Superstar X Factor. We didn't win any awards, sadly. So we are just going to jump to the end of this game. Or we are going to score first. Can we... Oh, offense. I'm going to need y'all to... Okay, there we go. Let's tie it. Take the lead. Why are we running it so much? We are a strictly passing offense as we have a 27-10 lead. 30-10. And that is the game. We win a Super Bowl. Miami finally wins it. We built the team how we needed to. It's a shame it took us this long to get to this point. Everett Kopp, really good game. 250, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Kopp with a rushing touchdown. Receiving, Blackburn, 80 and a touchdown. Smith with a touchdown. Peter Hall with 2 sacks. Again, he was killed at this playoff run. Roosevelt Johnson, the rookie, with a sack. Pierman and Terrion Arnold with interceptions. What a game. Kopp at 5 for MVP. Coach of the year, we are at 3. AFC, or Offensive Player of the Year, not AFC. Kopp at 6. And Blackburn was at 3. Defensive Player of the Year, Chop Robinson at 5. Offensive Rookie, nobody there. Defensive Rookie, nobody was there. Best Quarterback, Kopp at 4. Best Running Back, A-Chain at 8. Best Wide Receiver, Blackburn at 2. Best Offensive Lineman, we weren't there. Best Defensive Lineman, Chop Robinson at 6. Best Linebacker, not on the list. Best Defensive Back, Terrion Arnold at 2. And Best Kicker, Will Reichert at 2. And we got our Super Bowl. Everett Kopp winning that Super Bowl MVP as we take a final look at the team. We were, like I said, we were here in year 6. Kopp playing up to that 99 overall, a 95 true overall. Blackburn up to that superstar X Factor. The offensive line looks good. Running backs look good. Receivers look great. Blackburn just killed it. Defensively, good enough. Peter Hall playing up to a 93. Lopez up to an 86. Chop Robinson playing up to a 90. Gabriel looks good. Defensive backs look good. Safeties look good. Linebackers look good. Everybody looks good. And that wraps up this rebuild, folks. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more Madden 26 rebuilds, let me know down in the comments what team you want to see next.